Ganguly steps away towards the offside, and then Trivedi follows him, but he manages to slap it straight down the ground for a very much needed 6 runs to add to the total.
This is what Ganguly could do when he's seeing the ball, when he's got some runs under his belt. He's really got some runs. And that was again flat batted, gave himself the room, as you see that back leg moved to give himself the elevation and the room to play the shot.
Slower ball again, 70 for 3. The prize money for the DLF Indian Premier League, 3 million prize pool, distributed as listed there. The winner of the final, 1.2 million. Not sure that extra 200 on the end is meant to be there. David Hussey works the ball into the deep, but once again able to keep it down to 1 run. So a competition that all teams will be keen to win. Some are better placed than others at this stage of the tournament, but there's a lot of cricket still to be played. Young man who's not quite sure what's going on.
It's also coming to a critical stage of the competition. Teams now really have to keep on winning and try and get wins under their belt.
Good Yorker from Manav Patel. Something that he did very well early in his international career. Seemed to lose confidence in it for a while, but he's got it back at the moment. He was another one who could seriously reverse the older ball, but in 20 over cricket the ball is never around long enough to get old enough to be able to do that. But swing has been missing in this tournament so far. We haven't seen a great deal of swing movement from any of the pace bowlers. I thought Glenn McGrath bowled beautifully last night, first one to take 4 wickets in the tournament. Fine bowling performance. Oh, a touch from the bowler again. That might have been interesting had it gone on to the stumps. Brad Hodge was backing up a long way in his case.
This Ganguly will probably need to be careful rather than hit it so straight. Almost a repetition of that earlier dismissal. Just deflected it a little too far. John Buchanan certainly must be looking at setting the strategy with this innings.
John Buchanan, a very experienced coach, a very successful coach with Australia over a 10-year period. He has Matthew Mott sitting at his right shoulder there. Matthew played first-class cricket for Queensland and Victoria and is now coaching New South Wales in Australian domestic cricket. New South Wales won the Pura Cup competition just recently on the back of the Simon Katich year. Well bowled again by Manav. He knows that Ganguly's looking to give himself room away to the leg side, but he was able to follow him and get the perfect length.
This is good bowling, quite consistent with that Yorker. Ganguly hasn't been able to do too much with it, just digging it out and saving his wicket rather than getting any runs. So each of these dot balls would put pressure on the Kolkata Knight Riders. It's turning out to be a good over. Could he prevent the boundary in the last?
Just 4 runs from the over, 74 for 3. After 9 overs, Rajasthan Royals 75 for 2. Comparison is not bad for Kolkata Knight Riders at 74 for 3, but you get the feeling that they'll need a couple of overs. Rahul Dravid talked last night about the fact that they needed 1 or 2 big overs in their chase and they just couldn't manage it. I think Ganguly working it through the offside, just a 1 run again. Some good disciplined bowling here by the Rajasthan Royals.
It's although you're staying in breast with the opposition, you realize that the opposition's got runs on the board. It's never easy to maintain that consistent rate of runs. Ganguly, he will need to play a very influential role in this innings.
They're content to try and build a partnership here at the moment, try and keep the run rate and the equation as close as possible to the Rajasthan Royals innings, but you've got to remember that they had a couple of periods, particularly in the middle overs, where they had some big overs, and that's going to be the key to this chase for Kolkata. They need 1 or 2 good overs. And by good overs, I mean somewhere around 20 runs and over.
Those overs could come only from Hussey and Ganguly. So you'd imagine that this partnership is so important. Not only have they got to keep wickets intact, but they'll need those big overs, 18, 19 run overs.
They tried to get some momentum in the innings by pushing Agarkar up the order. Slower ball again. Ganguly just getting a little frustrated. Ball not coming onto the bat with the slower ball, and trying to make pace is not easy. He's trying to force it through the offside. Hit the ball rather high on the bat to be able to get any real pace from the bat.
This is all about shifting the pressure, and Trivedi, despite those rather expensive early overs, is looking to come back. Shane Warne persisting with him.
Full toss. Graham Smith, the fielder at the mid-off boundary, got in very quickly off the boundary and was able to keep it down to a single. So the boundaries have been hard to come by for Kolkata in recent overs.
Really good attacking fielding by Graham Smith down on the line. Ganguly shouting for the second. This time was quite keen to get the second. But really wouldn't have beaten Graham Smith to it.
Another good over for Rajasthan, 78 for 3.
10 ओवर हो गया, आधा बचा है, यानी कि 10 ओवर पूरे हो गए हैं.
We're at the halfway mark of the run chase. Kolkata needing 119 runs from the final 60 balls. And to talk us through the next 5 overs, Amir Sahel joins Ian Bishop.
Thank you, Greg. David Ashley, 13 off 11 deliveries, 10 overs left and 119 needed. Munaf Patel continuing. There'll only be one. There'll be another critical phase in the innings to come when Shane Warne